Die, Stormy? What? No. Good morning. I'm Stormy, and this is Stormy Show Live. This is part two as we try this again because I had some technical difficulties. So we're going to see what's happening. Uh, so let's see what's going on. Let's see what's popping off as we get ready to discuss. Yeah, okay. You finish your milk? Okay, good job. That right there is Baby Logan. So let's get ready to dive into the the NFL and what's going on. So hopefully this time people can hear me. Let's see. I'm hoping everybody can hear me. I'm hoping I'm coming through. My phone doesn't like me right now. Stuff isn't working. But let's see. Let's make sure that everything is going right. Everything is going correct. So if you haven't been keeping up with anything, yesterday we had three coaches all leave their job at the same day. Nick Saban left Alabama, Pete Carroll and mutually parted ways with Seattle, and Bill Belichick left New England. Now, if you're wondering why are we discussing New England off the rip when you had three coaches leave, the reason why is New England has already hired their new coach. They already have their replacement going, and it is Jared Mayo. Jared Mayo is a former. Okay, so Jared Mayo is a former linebacker who's played for the Patriots. He played from 2008 up until 2015. One second, I got a little dad issue going on. You can't slam the table, okay? All right, so he played from 2008 up until 2015. After that, he then joined the coaching staff in 2019 as the linebackers coach. And because of an extension he signed, that's how they were able to hire him on so quickly as the head coach. Boy, what's happening today? I almost threw this cup at the back. Stop. So that's how they were able to hire him on. And Mayo, in a bigger news, becomes the first black head coach in New England Patriots history. So let's go ahead and clap it up for the New England Patriots for finally using their I'm so sorry. This is real. What you're seeing is real. There's no edited, there's no nothing. This is what it's like trying to have when you have a baby run around and you're trying to do a live sports cast. All right. So for me, I feel like Belichick, yes, he's going to go down as one of the greats. Now, the last few years, did he make a lot of mistakes? Yes. One of them being where he decided to not give Brady another shot or another chance to try to go get that seventh Super Bowl as a Patriot. But instead, he opted out. He said, Brady, you can go. I can get this thing going with Jimmy G. Tom Brady went, I don't know who you thought you was, but let me show you who I am. Goes to Robert Kraft and says, it's either him or me. What that statement was, it's either me or Jimmy G. Robert Kraft chose himself, and that is how hey, calm down, okay? Calm down. So Robert Kraft decided, I'm going to stick with my big gun. I'm going to stick with Tom Brady, and Jimmy G was traded away to the San Francisco 49ers. After that happened, when he was like, you know what? I don't think Brady still has it anymore. Boom, they traded Brady away. He went to Tampa Bay. They got Mac Jones. A lot of people said, why would you get Mac Jones? I don't know why they did it because I think they traded up to get Mac Jones, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I don't know. But that was another issue where it's like, Bill, what are you doing? You're supposedly this great coaching guru, and you just kept making mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. So then last season, he said, "Oh, I'm gonna run the offense." And along with this year, he ran the offense. But before that, it was Matt Patricia running the offense, and he's not a good coordinator. He kept getting defensive guys and trying to make them offensive coordinators. Yes, son. Yes, ta-da. So he kept getting defensive guys trying to make them offensive coordinators and take them out of the element, and it made Mac Jones look bad. So now it's like Mac Jones isn't bad. He just had a bad offensive coordinator. It's sort of like what's going on right now in Philadelphia with Jalen Hurts. You took away his offensive coordinator. Yes, son. Ta-da. You take away his offensive coordinator, and now Jalen Hurts does not look like Jalen Hurts. Yes, son. Yes, I see that. So that's what's happening with huh? You want pizza? Okay, you have to wait till after this, then we'll get pizza, okay? All right, thank you. All right. So that's why coordinators are important along as well with a head coach. Now, will Jerry Mayo get to bring in his own staff, or will he have to keep the staff that is already there? That's something I'm going to be looking out for, something I'm going to be wanting to see. Yes, tada. Okay, now let me pull up schedule for this weekend as we go into it. So leave a comment down below. Do you think it was a good hire? Should Belichick get another coaching chance? If you were a team, would you go out and get Bill Belichick? Or just let me know what you're thinking. That is Logan, by the way. That is my son Logan, who's causing chaos this morning. All right. Now let's get into the nitty gritty. The moment everybody been waiting for. We have the best time of year in sports. NFL playoffs. I don't care. No matter what sports, nothing tops the playoffs. Every single sport. You can say what you want about the regular season, all-star games. When it comes down to those playoffs, elite. Now, in the first round matchup, we have in the wild card, we have the Cleveland Browns, big turnaround there, going against the Houston Texans. Oh, the stories that are there. You have the young guard in CJ Stroud going up against the old slinger in Joe Flacco, who has arisen from his couch and has brought Cleveland back, giving them a new life, woke up this offense, got Njoku looking like the tight end in football. Joe Flacco. If you would have told me Joe Flacco in 2023, 2024 will be out here balling like he is, I would have called you a liar. And you would have even... Nobody had this on their bingo card. So we got Joe Flacco going against CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans, who stole the AFC South from the Jacksonville Jaguars, because everybody thought the Jacksonville Jaguars were going to win the AFC South. I did, you did, they did it. Everybody did. So for me, I'm going to go with my pick for Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. I'm going with Cleveland. I got Cleveland Brown winning. I think it's going to be 28-17 Cleveland's way. I just think CJ Stroud, his first playoff, is going to be a little Knicks. They're coaching the first time in the playoffs. Cleveland has a lot of veterans, like I said, and Joe Flacco, who had arguably one of the greatest playoff runs we saw when he was in Baltimore, when he won that Super Bowl. So I'm going to go with Joe Flacco on the Browns, 28-17. Up next, if you didn't know, streaming only on Peacock, it will be the Miami Dolphins versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, it's going to be on Peacock. So if you go to NBC trying to watch this game, you're not going to see it. The Chiefs-Dolphins game will be on Peacock. So if you don't have Peacock, find somebody who do, get their login so you can watch a playoff game or go somewhere to watch it. Now, this is a tough pick because Miami is going back to Cleveland. This is Tyreek Hill first game back in Kansas City since he left. The Chiefs have not been looking like the Chiefs because their receiver core are terrible. Arguably the worst receiving core in football. The Dolphins, Tua is turning back into Tua. He's missing guys. He's missing reads. And it's going to be cold. They're already saying it's going to be below zero at the start of this game. So for me, I think it's going to be a low scoring, whoever runs the ball the best. Now, Miami is a great running team, but Kansas City has the X Factor, the 1-2 combo of Mahomes, Kelsey. So for me, I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs, 17-10. I got Chiefs over Dolphins, 17-10. That's me. What do you got? What do you think? Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah. Table. Good job. That is a table. Now on Sunday, we got 3 games. First up, we got the Steelers and the Bills. This is just another playoff game that shows how good Mike Tomlin is. That's what happens when I say, hey, don't hit the table. So this just shows how good Mike Tomlin is, because Mike Tomlin, once again, got the Steelers into the playoffs. And it's like every year, how does he do it? Oh, Tomlin should be fired. Mike isn't that good. Mike this, Mike that. playoff. Hey, another good record. Try to stop me. You can't. The only downgrade, TJ Watt is out. He has a torn everything in his leg, I believe. He tore everything. It's bad leg injury. So he's out. So with him being out, I'm going to go with the Bills. I think the Bills are going to win. They always play good whenever they play Pittsburgh. If Josh Allen is Josh Allen, it's going to be a close game. 24-21 Bills over the Steelers. That's my pick. Go ahead, leave your picks. Let me know. Um, this game right here is what I'm waiting on. Because of this fan base right here, this game is why this game is going to be must see. And that is the Packers going down to Dallas. Packers and Cowboys. Now, the last time we saw Packers and Cowboys in the playoffs, the Packers won. Cowboys lost. Once again, the same thing with the Cowboys. This is their year. This is the best Cowboys team we've seen. CeeDee Lamb is playing like the best receiver in football. Dak Prescott is an MVP. Micah Parsons has to get triple teamed because our defense is so great. We always going to get turnovers. We're always going to get picks. Nobody is ready for Dallas. We are 13-0 at home. Nobody can touch this Dallas team. Nobody. Well, guess what, Dallas? I'm picking you to lose. You want to know why? Because it's the playoffs. Cowboys are going to Cowboys. And I think that's exactly what you guys are going to do this weekend at home. Are you a good team? Yes. Has Dak Prescott been playing good football? Yes. Has CeeDee Lamb been playing like a number one receiver? Yes. Finally. It took him long enough to realize, hey, you are the number one guy on this team. Is your defense good? Yes. Will you lose this game? Yes. Because you're going to do what the Cowboys always do when the chips are down and it's time for you to make a play. And you took off your pamper. So, okay, wait. Okay, we're going to take a small commercial. Nobody move, nobody leave. You sit there and you're going to just give me a second. Just enjoy this commercial break. Okay, I'm back. Thanks for those who stuck around after that commercial break. That is what happens when your child takes his pamper off and decides to run around through the house. Um, so, okay, everybody, how do I? All right. So, where was I? Okay, Cowboys. Okay, Cowboys. So all that stuff is why I think that the Cowboys are going to lose the game. Okay. All right. Next up, we have the Rams and the Lions. We got Matthew Stafford returning home to Detroit, back where it all started. We got the old guard coming back into the new era that rejected him. Now, we all know the story of what happened. Matthew Stafford was on vacation in Mexico. So happened to see what's his name? Sean McVay. Hey man, hey, what if we linked up? They got him. They went on down Super Bowl, and that's what happened. So I think the Lions are going to win this game. I do, because they have the home. I think they're just going to be just the thought of Matthew Stafford coming back his home. I think is going to add that extra motivation to the team, and they're going to play lights out football. There are going to be people out there starting tight end, but I just think they're going to be so motivated with the fact of, hey, we cannot let him come back here and win this game. We can't let him have his moment. We can't let that happen. So I think they're just going to be so motivated by that the Lions are going to play lights out football. Now, however, if on that defensive side, if number 99 plays like number 99, like the GOAT that Aaron Donald, AD, 99 problems, and AD is one. If he plays lights out like he did in the Super Bowl, it's going to be a tough day for Jared Goff. He's going to have flashbacks to those practices of when he was in LA. He's going to have them flashbacks. So that game is like, ooh, that's just gonna be good, man. The stories there. Jared Goff going against his coach who didn't want no more. Matthew Stafford come back home playing Detroit. Oh, and they are saying that they put a jersey ban on Matthew Stafford jerseys. Like, you won't be allowed in the game if you wear a Matthew Stafford Detroit jersey. Petty. Love it. Next up, Monday Night Football. We got the Eagles and the Buccaneers. Now, this game, wait, what is this? Okay, there we go. I did something. Now, this game, I think the Eagles are going to win because the Buccaneers are terrible. That division was terrible. The NFC South was terrible. That basically is the I hear. That's how that division is. I hear. I think Tampa, Atlanta, and New Orleans all had the same record, but I think Tampa Bay had more like in-win divisions or something. That's how they got the last playoff spot. Like, that division is terrible. The NFC South should have to give up their playoff spot to another team. That's what I think should happen. If your division is the worst division in football, and if your team going into the playoff has the worst record out of all the other playoff teams, you have to give up your pick. You got to give it up. That's just how I feel. If your division is so bad, like the NFC South has been these past 2 seasons, it's time to let it go. It's time to give up your playoff spot. You shouldn't have to get a playoff spot. But those are my picks for the NFL first round. I'm going Cleveland over the Texans, Kansas City over Miami, Buffalo over Pittsburgh, Green Bay over Dallas, Detroit over LA, and Philadelphia over Tampa Bay. Let me know. Leave a comment down below. That's just my picks. What do you all think? Also, while you are here, head on over to my YouTube. You're going to type in Stormy Show Live with an exclamation mark. Click subscribe. Like the videos. Like the stuff. This is what's going on. This is what's happening. If you're into other stuff, go head on over to #Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast and subscribe to that channel too, where we talk good old wrestling on Sunday nights. Head on over there. Big things coming this year. Got a lot of stuff happening, a lot of projects. Stay tuned for BBU Productions. Shout out to my main man, Jay. Think he's here. Jay, leave a comment or something. Let the people know that you're here. He's going to be my co-host on our other podcast project that we're doing. But yeah, that's what I got. I'm excited to see, will Robert Kraft give Jared Mayo a chance? Because a lot of times when coaches get hired, they don't get a chance. You get maybe a small window to show that, hey, you belong before you get the boot. Sometimes it's a year, sometimes it's 2 years. You know, when trying to rebuild and take over for a guard in the NFL, you need at least, I say, 3 seasons to like truly get your footprint molded in on a team. Because let's take a look at when Tom Brady came down to Tampa Bay. Yeah, Bruce Arians was the coach, but that was Tom Brady's playbook and team. That was it was Tom's team. Not at one point did you think, oh, hey, that's Bruce's team. No, that is Tom's team. They ran Patriot plays. They changed their practices to the Patriot ways. He brought down Bill Belichick's schemes and game plans with him. And he said, if I'm going to be your quarterback, move. I got this. I don't need you to coach me. You can worry about everybody else. But when it comes to this offense here, This right here, that's me. And went on to win a Super Bowl. I'm just saying. We seen it. Let's see what happens with Jared Mayo. Will he stick with Mac Jones as his quarterback? Or will he do Bailey Zappi? Or will he try to go get somebody else? We'll see. Who knows? What else happened out there in the sports world? Okay. Let me be the first to say this because it is something that is starting to really, really irk my nerves. Hold on. Let me pull this up first. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. With the new rules, we're doing a segue now. This is now into the NBA season. We're now going into the NBA. I just covered the NFL. I'm going into the NBA. Now, I'm a Lakers fan. The way the Lakers are portrayed, you would think the Lakers had the worst record in basketball. They don't. You would think the Lakers were dead last in the Western Conference. They're not. You would think the Lakers will be out of playoff contention. They're not. Currently, right now, with the new playoff format, don't bring up me the old ways. We're going on the new current playoff format. The new current playoff format, the Lakers will be in the play-in tournament at the 10th seed. Not 10 plays a 9 to try to get that 8 seeded spot. They're in the play-in tournament. So right now, the Lakers are a playoff team. But the coverage they get, you would think they were the worst team in basketball. Oh, man, what's wrong with the Lakers? What's wrong with the Lakers? Do you know that Golden State has a worse record than the Lakers? Golden State are 17-20 right now. We're 2 games ahead of Golden State. But yet, who gets talked down like they're just absolute dog water? It's the Lakers. It's the Lakers. This is what I mean by how the media can, if you're not a casual fan, no, I mean if you're just a casual fan and if you just go off media and the highlights, you're gonna think that, oh man, the Lakers are just terrible. They are the worst team in basketball. They're not that good. They're this, they're that, they're that. Yeah, they're not. They're a playoff team. Have they had tough losses? Yes. Have they lost to better teams? Yeah. Do they beat the team they should beat? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Have there been games where it's just like the issue is that Darvin Ham always tries to use analytics when it comes to his coaching style. Or if I switch this, if I switch that, if I switch this. We have not had a consistent rotation. That's the issue. One game, we'll have a starting 5 this way. Next game is gone. You have to let your team gel together. You have to let them gel. If you want consistent play, you cannot continuously keep changing lineups, trying to use analytics to figure out, what piece goes here, what piece goes here, what piece goes there. This isn't baseball, it's basketball. Get your best 5, you start them on the court. In between games, you rotate out in the second best and or the third best. You go that way. You don't start off one night, your best point guard, maybe your backup, then a starter, then a backup, then a backup. Oh, backup, starter, backup. Backup, starter. No, get your 5 best players, coach. Start them for 5 games. Let them gel. Let them get together. Let them figure out, hey, if he's at the top, boom, I know he's going to pick off right side wing, cut down to the basket. Boom, we got it. When the Lakers are at their best, when you get your best production out of your team is when you play LeBron James, D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Anthony Davis. That's your best lineup right there. Why do you keep switching those guys out? You got it. Brian can work the point. Kick out to D'Lo. D'Lo knock down the shot. Kick it out to Rui. He can knock down the shot. Rui and AD on defense. They're good together. Austin Reeves switching off with D'Lo. They're good together. LeBron is going to fit in wherever. I already know what the narrative is on LeBron James. Nobody comment. We're not on that point. I'm not getting to that. I'm not going to have a discussion. I'm just talking about currently right now. Logan, no throwing toys. Then another issue is that your best player cannot be the oldest guy in the league. I can't have my 39-year-old out there giving more effort than the 28-year-old. That's a bad look, no matter what team you got. Everybody's favorite, the world's favorite team, Golden State. What happened? What happened? You got two of arguably the top shooters in the league. Not even arguably. You got the two best shooters in the league right now. What are they doing? What's happening? Why nobody on their head? Where's the standard they have to be held up to? These are the playoff standings for the Western Conference right now. The 1 seed is Minnesota. My little brother's going to be happy to hear about that. He's the only Minnesota fan I know. The 2 seed are the Thunder. Nuggets are the 3 seed. Clippers at the 4. Kings at the 5. Pelicans at the 6. Mavericks at the 7. Phoenix has the 8 seed. And then the play-in will be Houston and LA. Shout out to Houston with having a 500 record. Coach Udoka, you're doing a good job. The last seed it's not even seeded. The worst team in the Western Conference right now are the San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio Spurs have the worst record. When you go over to the East, Boston has the 1 seed. They're my pick to go to the finals. Milwaukee has the 2. Philly, the Pacers, Cleveland, New York, Heat, Orlando, Chicago, and Brooklyn. Those are your current playoffs right there. That's the current seeded as we go into it. And as you know already, Detroit has the worst record at 3-35. So just that's my thing. Coach, give your team time to gel together. That's all you have to do, and you will make it work. You got it. Stop trying to switch out and get these analytics to prove, oh, hey, I can coach. To prove that you can coach, you win games. Nobody is going, oh, did you see that rotational switch he did? Yeah, they will say that when you win a game. Stick to a lineup for a couple of games and watch you see it. When we went on the win streaks, you had one consistent lineup, and then you changed it. Stop changing stuff. Stick to what works. That's my show, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be doing some gaming today, so I'm gonna leave a poll up to see should I do maybe some COD, maybe some Fortnite, maybe some Fall Guys, maybe some Rocket League, maybe a classic game from the past to bring in that nostalgia and give you that kick, that taste of what used to be. But yeah, like I said, congratulations to Jared Mayo, new coach of New England Patriots. I gave you all my picks for the NFL. Hope you guys like it. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube. I have to go be a dad now, so that's my cue to get off here. Thanks you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. And my mouse didn't want to work.